Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we're going to have a special broadcast tomorrow. We just got confirmation a few minutes ago that tomorrow our live guest is going to be Avi Lipkin. Avi Lipkin from Jerusalem, from Israel, tomorrow. Many of you know who he was. He's a powerful man with a tremendous foreign policy understanding and biblical concept. He is, in 1991, he actually stood in front of the Foreign Relations Committee and gave a presentation and answered a lot of questions as relates to Jews and Israel's relationship, not only with the United States, but with other nations of the world. Matter of fact, tomorrow, you don't want to miss it. The broadcast begins at 12 noon Eastern, and we'll be bringing him on during the broadcast to interview him, Avi Lipkin. His wife, of course, has the ability every day in her job she has to listen to the Arabic information that's being shared by many Muslims. And so Avi is a very humble man, a very powerful man, though, extremely knowledgeable and gifted in understanding of the Middle East and everything going on there. Matter of fact, let me just play a little bit from this interview that he gave about a week ago. Let's see. Yeah, exactly 1 week ago on in Jerusalem.
With services, tourism, now praise God, America and Canada are finding oil, shale oil. But the point I'm saying is that for the American economy to survive, the American leadership had to, if they serve Mammon, they have to serve the Saudis. Okay? Not just the Saudis, the Gulf states, Dubai. I don't know if you guys watch BBC or CNN. We get CNN London here. All the advertising is almost from Islamic countries. It's a reality. It's economics. Israel is of relatively little consequence. There's a Holocaust today. Christianity is being terminated in the Middle East, and who's standing up to talk about it? So the Christians in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Egypt are being ethnically cleansed. Who's talking about it? Nobody talks about it, because if the Muslims are doing it, it's okay, because the Muslims control the economy, and that's the golden calf, or the milking cow. Okay. So, I love the Muslims. I have never hated them. I hated the Christians. Now I love the Christians too, but I always loved the Muslims. But the system is a horrible system. And the Shiites and the Sunnis, you know what ISIS is doing to the Shiites, and you know what the Shiites are doing to the Sunni Muslims. This is a war of 1,400 years. You know, Jesus says, love the Lord thy God, love thy fellow as thyself. Show me where it appears in the Quran. I mean, you go to America, you go to Australia, you go to Canada, you have all these couples that were, you know, half Catholic, half Protestant, and you don't see people slaughtering each other anymore. Because the Christian world, the Jewish world, got over it. But for 1,400 years, the Sunnis and Shiites are killing each other. There is no end to it. There is no forgiveness in Islam. And I cry. I cry for the Muslims who are slaughtering each other. How can you remain unmoved when you see a little kid being shot in the head by whether it's Bashar al-Assad or ISIS killing the kids? The system is wrong. Something happened in 1933, and I don't know if you know this or not, but the concentration camps in Germany were up and running from January 33, and they weren't killing Jews, they were killing Christians. How many people know that in addition to the Jewish Holocaust, there was a Christian Holocaust? In addition to the 6 million Jews, 7 million Christians died in the Holocaust, in the gas chambers. Catholic priests, Catholic nuns. You heard of Niemöller? You know, these are names. These are Protestant pastors. You know, anyone who was a man of God and stood up to the Nazi Party was killed. Human life meant nothing. I don't know if you know this, but in 1991, with the collapse of communism, Yugoslavia broke up, and Serbian Christians were slaughtered in thousands by NATO airstrikes in order to create Muslim countries, because the Muslims have the money. So now we have not only Albania, which is a Muslim country, having a great Saudi Islamic revival, and you have Bosnia, which is Slavic, but they're Muslim, and you have Kosovo, which is Albanian, and Macedonia very soon will become a Muslim country, and the world supports it because they have the money. It's all about mammon. And I'm not even talking about President Obama. I'm talking about presidents for over the last 30, 40 years in the United States who are always going to be pro-Muslim, and the State Department will always be pro-Muslim. The military in the U.S. is pro-Israel. The people are pro-Israel. The churches are pro-Israel. Congress is 80% pro-Israel. But who listens to Congress? Because now there's something called the executive orders, which bypass Congress. But kind of like the end of democracy in the United States.
This is unbelievable. This man is absolutely on the money. Totally on point. Completely understands. And he is Jewish. And he lives in Israel. Yet he totally understands that Jews and Christians are one. We must work together, because Islam, radical Islam, is roaring through the world. And as he said, the people in America love Israel. The Congress loves Israel. The military loves Israel. The U.S. government loves mammon, or money. And to love money, you have to cater to big oil and to the Muslims. And we've been doing that for a long time with Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and go on and on and on. So anyway, tomorrow it will be a powerful broadcast. You want to be at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. The broadcast starts at 12 noon Eastern. I'll get you up to speed on all the current world events around the world, and then we will bring Avi Lipkin on and do an interview with him. It will be earth-shattering and no doubt news-breaking. So don't miss it. May God bless you. May there be peace. I pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Shalom, shalom. God bless all of you.